All right, good morning, good afternoon. Listen, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. Subscribers, I appreciate it. And those of you who are offended by anything that I have to say, I want you to understand that this is my opinion and my opinion only, okay? And it's based on my experience here in the Philippines since 2006. So I want to address an issue that I see that's getting some negative um, responses, and that is that some people are offended by the accusation or the statements that white people, specifically white Americans, but white in general, um, seem to have a problem with feeling privileged and or abusing the Philippines as far as respecting the people and the laws and the government. And what I want to impress upon you is that if you were to Google or just look back through the news events, you're going to find that the majority of the people who suffer irreversible damages here in the Philippines as foreigners, white from America, you're going to find that they mostly are people who disrespect the people or disrespect the laws in the Philippines. And those white people pay a heavy price. And for some reason, it keeps occurring. And only if they become aware of what their vulnerabilities are for having this privileged mentality or this mentality whereby which they believe they do not have to follow the rules and regulations set upon them in another country because of who they believe they are. You're going to continue to pay a heavy price. If you come to another country and think that you can be dominant as you are in, let's say, America, with your ideology and your ways and how you do things, the rest of the world don't think like you. You're Americans. You think like Americans. Okay? Two-thirds of the world don't agree with your philosophy, nor do they act like you. Okay? And why do I say that? I say that because I've been around different countries. And I know what the people say about white Americans. And white Americans need to start paying attention to that. Why? Because it's costing you your lives. You're coming into the, for example, you're coming into the Philippines and you're believing that because you colonialized and you've done all these other things in the past, that you still have the same right today to do those things when you come into these countries. But you don't, and people are not going to tolerate it. That's why you see the things that happen in Zimbabwe. You see why it happened. Because of the mindset, the mentality. Some of the comments that I've been reading is exemplifies that the people are insulted that someone has brung out in the open that because of an attitude, when I say an attitude, a way of thinking, that they should be reprimanded because of the way they think, or they should be punished because of the way they think. Yeah, if you think you can come and violate rules and regulations and people because you feel like you have the right to do it, yeah, you need to change that because that's not going to get you far. That's going to get you in a world of trouble. And just take look. recent, Cebu. Cebu, you have what? A white American, young MMA fighter, gunned down by who? A Filipino. Why? Because he disrespected who? Filipinos. He disrespected the women in the location because of his attitude and the things that he felt that he had the right to do and say. And another Filipino says, you don't have the right. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take your life. And he took his life. Look at the U.S. soldier who, because he was claiming he was drunk and whatever, he didn't know that the person he picked up was actually a man. And after he had sex with him or whatever, then he wants to kill him because he found out it was really a man. Well, can't do that. But this is the privileged mentality that I'm talking about. This is what you guys have got to change. I'm trying to bring it to your attention. For what purpose? Not because it's a black and white issue, no. Because it's an issue of you losing your lives out of ignorance. You have to know that you're not in the United States and you can't act like you're in the United States. You have to respect the other people. And if you don't want to respect them, then stay in the United States. Don't come nowhere else. Don't go to no other country. If you can't respect the laws, and if you don't respect the laws, know that you're going to pay a price for it. And know that a lot of people is not going to have no sympathy for you. Because why? You should know better. You should know better. You see? And if you think that you can do like you want, let me tell you, it's not going to work. And, you know, it's proven out every day that it's not going to work. So you guys need to get aboard, okay, and start doing things according to the customs, the traditions, and the countries that you're traveling in. And if you come to the Philippines, you've got to have some respect for the people. You've got to have some respect for the laws. And that privileged mentality, that colonialization mentality, you got to leave that somewhere else. It's not going to work here no more, okay? And know that it's not going to work. And I'm just a messenger. I'm trying to give you a message. I'm trying to pull your coat. I'm not trying to say no black and white, no races, this, that, and the third. I'm trying to say, look at the facts. The majority of the people who come here and end up unalive is because they're white and they disrespected the country and or the people. And I'm saying that the problem is rooted in your privileged mentality. I'm saying you guys need to get a grip on that, okay? You need to get a grip on it, and if you don't, you're going to continue to suffer in the ways that you see in the news these days, especially here lately, okay? And it's happening more and more. And there's a lot of times it happens and you don't hear about it. You don't even hear about it. I believe this latest case is blown up simply because the guy's a vlogger and it got attention. And they're not even sure that the body that they say they fished out the water is even him. It could be another white man that somebody done killed, God knows when. Okay? So here we go. One thing for sure and two for certain, when you help other people from the bottom of your heart, you're truly helping yourself. Okay? Listen, be smart, obey the rules, and respect the people. If you do that, you come to the Philippines, I guarantee you're going to have a wonderful time. It's a wonderful place to be. It's an excellent place to retire, to live, and you couldn't find a better place. Okay, everything about it is beautiful. It's just that you have to get yourself together when you come here. That some of the isms that you have, you leave behind. Some of the Western civilization, culture, habits, you might have to leave those behind. Not might, some of them you do have to leave behind. Okay, because it's not going to work in other parts of the world, and it's mostly if you come to the Philippines, certain things is not going to going to go by here. It's not going to happen. You're going to have repercussions, okay? So you guys take care. And if I offended anybody, I'm just trying to give you boots on the ground experience. I'm just trying to give you advice to help you stay alive and have a good trip, okay? So don't get your panties in a frenzy. Just understand, yeah, I'm a black man from America, and I'm telling you that you need to get yourself together. Don't take it racially. It's not racially motivated. It's motivated because I'm seeing it more frequently. And maybe somebody didn't tell somebody. So I'm trying to tell you, okay? I'm trying to tell you, please, pass the word. Okay, God bless. Take care. See you guys tomorrow.